Welcome to another CycleSteve review. Hope you enjoy it. Now here's CycleSteve.
Hi, welcome to a CycleSteve review. That's right, CycleSteve is going to review something for you on this cold January day. Partially out of necessity, but also because I had some curiosity about this product. Today, we'll be reviewing from Cush Core the Bead Dropper and the Bead Bro. If you're not familiar with Cush Core, they're a company that came on the scene making tire inserts. Tire inserts aren't really that new. I mean, there was a period of time too where you could get a solid tire, but they're heavy, didn't ride very well. You know, the whole thing is you just don't want to have flats. So Cush Core makes an insert that goes in your tire that still allows a little bit of room for sealant to get into your tire, but it's a little difficult to install. It's a little difficult to get out, and they invented these tools to help with that. Now, I don't use Cush Core inserts, yet these are also very handy just for regular tire changes. The Bead Bro should be very handy in getting the tire back installed after you've taken it off the rim. And this bead dropper is just basically a heavy duty tire lever. So we're going to get right to it because I have to change my tires. And we're going to change them out today to a Pathfinder TLR Fast Gravel 700 by 50C tire. I ran Pathfinders for a long time. Started out with 38s, went up to the 42s, then to the 45s, and now I'm going to the 50s. I find out the older I get, the less concerned I am about how fast I go, and it's more all about comfort. And these tires should actually add some comfort to my ride without slowing me down too much, because of this center strip that, as long as you run the right pressure and the right surface, should run very, very fast. So anyway, let's get right to it. So we're going to start with the front tire. I've already deflated it, and I already know that it's basically dry as sealant. So the first thing we have to do is take out the through axle. See if I got the right Allen wrench here. On the right side. And folks, always remember when you reinstall your tire to be sure and grease the threads on your through axle bolt. Just a little tip there from CycleSteve. And it comes out very nicely. Now let's get these out of the packaging. Let's see how they do. Okay, so let's get the tire off the rim. I've already broken the bead. As I mentioned before, when I get to the rear tire, I'll have to break the bead. So basically just a big old tire lever. See if I can get it under there without damaging the sealant tape. Almost had it. There we go. Well, had it for a minute. There. The trick is to get that running just right so it comes off nice and smooth. There we go. Now I'm cooking with foil. Get it just right. Try it one more time. So as big as it is, I'll tell you right now, as big as it is, it makes it a little tougher to get it running. So what I'm going to do is grab an old lever. And I'm going to stick it in there just to hold it in place. Actually, I think I'll do this the opposite. I'm going to use this to hold it in place. Then I'm going to get the other tire lever in there. Ah, never mind. Got it. Just with the one. There we go. And there's a little bit of sealant in there. Not very much. So I better get my towel. So I got my towel and I got my bucket. And I'm going to go ahead and empty the sealant in the old tire. Get it just right. Not very much. Okay. Then I'm going to take a paper towel, just kind of wipe that out a little bit. And now to break it off the bead on the other side, oops. I'll tell you right away that this is pretty thick. It's so heavy duty. So it might be handier to utilize it with a smaller tire lever. But it's definitely beefy. Should be able to pop this off with my thumbs a little bit. There. And there it goes. Now I'll just pull it off the rim, and voila, the old tire's off. Gonna wipe this down a little bit, check the rim tape, see how it looks, see how my stem looks. It's in good shape. Everything looks pretty good. Now, one thing about these Pathfinder Pros, they're a little directional. If you look at the tread, you can see it channels stuff to the back, so you want the tread to be running diagonally toward the back. So the key is, remember that channel. Let's get it on there. And we'll see how the bead buddy is going to work here in just a minute or two. One side is always pretty easy to get on. When you want to get this side in, That is a pain. So anyway, I got the one side of the tire on, and I want you to notice that I put it down in the channel, the middle section of the rim. For you newbies out there, that's the easiest way to get this other side on. So I'm going to start it by placing it there. And now we're going to get the bead buddy. And one thing I noticed looking at this tool here, as I put this on, put it right there to keep that there. Now attach it to the spoke and tie it down a little bit. If you have a real high profile rim, this isn't going to work because it only goes so far. It's just not super wide. So we'll start putting this on, and I really need to go this way. Let me get back where you can see me a little bit. Probably blocking it out where you couldn't see it. And the Bead Buddy's holding that down there pretty good so far. Now this is where it's going to start getting interesting. Again, I'm trying to get this down in the channel as much as possible. Hold that bead right there. We'll get the heavy duty tire lever. Place it there. We'll start working this toward, well, hopefully start working. There we go. And that is actually working pretty good. Wow, that was easy. That was pretty darn easy. That's one of the easier installs I've ever had to do on a tire. Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll air this up a little bit, deflate it, put some sealant in, and reinstall it on the bike, and then I'll be ready to do the rear tire. And that is the Cush Core Bead Buddy, along with the Cush Core Bead Bro. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I give them a thumbs up. Cush Core Bead Buddy, Bead Bro. I think right now it's on sale for $30 for the pair. Check it out. Oh, by the way, CycleSteve doesn't have any sponsors. So Cush Core, if you're seeing this, hey, give me a call. Thank you. See you later.
We thank you for watching by singing you this song. We'll try and make some more for you and not to take real long. So check back every now and then to see if something's new. And leave a comment if you want, 'cause we'd like to hear from you.